We'll take an opening statement from Coach White and then questions for Haley. We'll let Haley go, get on the bus, and then we'll take questions for Coach White. Coach, ready when you go.
Sure. First off, I'd like to thank Arkansas for having a great facility here. It's obviously one of the nicer ones in the country. It was great to see so many fans out. That's always fun, and it shows our sport is growing. It was a tight ball game, 4.5 innings. Could have gone either way. We didn't quite get the job done early offensively. Got a little bit done a little bit late. And then defensively, obviously made a couple of miscues that made a big difference in the ball game. You just can't give extra outs in those situations. Good teams will take advantage of it. And it's exactly what Arkansas did. So that's round one to them. Hopefully tomorrow we can come out and put a little bit better game together as far as a full complete 7. So, but right now, of course, our backs are against the wall. We just got to be dangerous.
All right, we'll take questions for Haley. Raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. Chip, go ahead.
Haley, making the long trip from Austin to Seattle, back to Austin, back to Fayetteville, is that any kind of factor for you guys at all? Any kind of dead legs or anything like that?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think, we have people that take good care of us. So we were able to rest an extra day at home and get here yesterday. So I think we're all good from that standpoint.
There was a lot of talk about all the pitches that you threw last weekend. So just how are you feeling before the game, just fatigue wise and your arm? And then how are you feeling now?
Yeah, no, felt great before the game. I'm very thankful for the resources we have at Texas and all the people that play those roles off the field and getting us and our bodies ready for these games. So it was a quick turnaround, but our staff is incredible.
I know the result wasn't what you wanted, but during the game, you're just so cool in the under pressure and those jams, getting out of jams. How do you stay so cool in those pressure moments, even when they don't necessarily result the way you want them to?
Yeah, I mean, you can only win one pitch at a time. So that's the one focus, is that one pitch. And if it goes to the batter, you tip your cap and then you work to get the next one or roll up a double play, whatever you can do. So it's really just a one pitch mentality and trusting everyone around me.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
All right, raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you for questions for Coach.
Coach White, in the first 3 or 4 innings there, you were getting the leadoff hitter on every time, and you didn't get the run in. Did you feel like that might come back and sting you at the end?
Oh, definitely. Lift on base. It's tough to do that. You can't continue to do that and stay in the game. It's going to get you over time. And I think we had an opportunity to get Delts in trouble, but she was able to work her way out of it, made some great pitches, they made some good plays. And, this is a turning point in the game. Hats off to her and her defense. They played well when they had to. They made the big plays, the big pitches. We didn't. And that's what we've got to change. We know that in those big games, in those big situations.
You said you scored there late, maybe it's too little too late for that game, but do you feel like that might give you some confidence going in, the girls some confidence going into tomorrow's game?
I hope so. We did go back and watch the game tape and see the opportunities we missed. I think we missed some opportunities early on. We took some good pitches and swung at some bad ones. That's the difference in the game. It's a game of inches, and those that take opportunity of the small inches that are out there, and we weren't able to do it, unfortunately.
Coach, 4 of their runs came on 2 errors. What do you do? What do you have to do to kind of clean that up?
Stop making errors. I mean, that's really what it is. It's like, we talk about the fact we got to do the basic things better than anybody else, and we didn't do the basic things. And, but having said that, we had a couple of freshmen made the errors out there today for us, and we can't go out and practice being in front of 3,000 people, or 3.5. I don't know what it was, but hopefully it's something they'll learn from and get over it. I know that they didn't want to get out of bed and make those errors, and we got to be understanding, and we just got to make them feel more comfortable in those situations. So, I'm so proud of my team, the way they keep fighting, and hopefully we'll bring a game out tomorrow that'll be representative of what we can do.
Jason, going back to the 7th inning for just a second, was there something that you guys saw from Shanice that you guys were able to kind of adjust your game approach at the batter's box?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Was there anything that you guys saw going back to the 7th inning from Shanice that you guys were able to kind of tweak a little bit to maybe have a little bit more success against her?
Not necessarily. I mean, I think that we would just, when your back's to the wall, you're not as stressed. And we talk about that all the time. We we put ourselves under pressure and we didn't perform. And we can't do that. When your back's against the wall, there's nothing to lose. You end up hitting better. And that's what we got to bring out. We try to stress that before the game, but unfortunately, you get out there and the lights turn on and things don't quite go your way. And we've got to find a way to battle through those things. And like I said, it's great experience for us. I just wish it was a better result for the 6 people we have that are not coming back. They don't have a second chance. The young ones do.
This Arkansas offense can put up a crooked number on the scoreboard quickly. Was there a sense in the dugout with you or even this team that, we got to keep them from, unleashing this offense, or maybe just a sense of urgency to try to score yourselves?
Well, absolutely. You can't score 3 with nobody on. So it's about getting somebody on, passing the bat, making them work a little bit, putting their defense under pressure. They made some errors last weekend, and that 3-run inning against Oregon. So it can go both ways. But if we don't create the pressure, they made one heck of a catch in right field out there in I think it was the first or second innings. That may have made a difference in the ball game. So those are the plays you make, plays you don't, and they did.
More questions for Coach White. Coach, appreciate your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll take an opening statement from Coach Deifel and then have questions for Shanice and Hannah, and then let them go and have questions for Coach Deifel. Coach?
Well, I will say really quick, Hannah's last name is spelled with another L. So if anyone puts that on social media, I just want to make sure that you get it right. But it was a huge team win tonight. Really big win. It's always nice to get the first one. But I thought Shanice was exceptional tonight. I thought our defense was really, really tough. And I thought our offense was relentless. Of just continuing to put pressure on them, making them throw a lot of pitches, and just finding a way to pass the bat. So it's nice to get the first one, and we will be ready for tomorrow.
Raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you for questions for student athletes. Chip, go ahead.
Denise, the 5th inning, let's kind of walk through that inning a little bit. They kind of got to you a little bit, and a bases loaded. Intentional walk loads the bases, so it puts even more pressure on you. How did you kind of cope with that pressure, and what was working for you well in that inning?
Well, I guess in that inning, I just kind of had to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna put my stuff against their stuff, and I'm really confident in my stuff. So just throw it in. You'll probably get good results. Really, that inning, I had to focus on hitting my spot. So I feel like that's what worked.
What about that line drive you caught in the 7th inning? You just kind of put your glove out there and bam, there it was.
I forgot who hit it, but that stung. It really, it was really hard.
Your emotion never changed. It looked like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Next batter.
Yeah. That was scary.
You maybe found your glove more than you found the ball.
Yeah, that's true.
Alyssa?
Hannah, you can take this one first, but just congratulations on the first super regional win for the program. But it's got to obviously feel nice to win, but you guys got there the past couple years and have gone 2-0. It just, how big is this win for you guys?
Yeah, it just sets a tone from the very beginning. It shows us, it gives us a lot of confidence, and it also just puts a lot of pressure on the other team. So I feel like it's really huge to win the first one, and now we only have one more until we make it to OKC. So
yeah, like she said, it puts pressure on the other team. So our coach Michael, he's big in stats, so he would show you some stats that would say if you win the first one, you have a greater chance of making it, whatever. So just winning this one was really, like she said, really big for us.
Question for you, Shanice, just, that this offense is going to eventually open up and put some runs on the board for you. And so what was it like battling when it was 0-0 through 4.5 innings?
Like you said, they're going to come through. So, just stay in the course, and eventually they'll handle business and we'll get the win.
They intentionally walked Danielle to bring you up, which you're pretty much just as big of a threat. So what was kind of going through your mind as you came into that at bat, and what happened there?
I didn't really think much about it. Gibby's a great hitter. So I would do the same thing. I just kind of was just telling myself like I'm made for this moment. Just that's what I always tell myself. And I was just taking one pitch at a time. So I didn't really overthink it. I just knew that I was going to get a hit and pull through. So.
And then for either of you, Casey had a couple of really good plays over in right field. Just is that something that's normal for her? Were you, surprised, excited for her? Just what was that like?
I feel like that's normal for Casey. So, I mean, it's huge for a freshman. I'm really excited for her. So, I think it's great for her, great for the team.
I'll also say it's just like knowing that I know a ball's not going to drop over there, and it just gives the offense and the defense a ton of confidence whenever she's in right field. So.
And this is the third straight game that the offense has put up at least 4 runs in the 6th inning. What's it been about you guys getting to that later stage of the game where it seems like that's where you guys seem to break through?
Yeah, obviously we would like to do it more earlier in the game, but Coach Yo came up to us after like the beginning of the 6th, and she just was really telling us that we were going to do it. And so I think her talking to us has given us a lot of confidence. Maybe we should start doing that earlier, but yeah, it was really great. So.
For both of you guys, 1 win down, but obviously 1 more to go till you guys get to OKC. What's going to be the mindset of the team going into tomorrow, knowing that you guys still have to finish the job, but knowing that if you guys do it, that it would be such a historic day for the program?
I think whatever people have been thinking, it has been working. So just think the same thing.
It's just another game. So.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Ladies, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, raise your hand. Get a mic to you.
It's a lot warmer in here than it's outside.
Go ahead, Otis.
I asked you about that 4, 5, 6 spot being, if you felt pretty good about them coming up to plate, and you said you felt good about all of them. Well, tonight, 1 through 9, everybody got on at least once. Maybe walk here. Some of them got 2 or 3 times. It was tonight. I think you had 12 hits, if I'm not mistaken, but whatever you had. But do you feel like that was just good offense all the way around, balanced and everything tonight? Showed what you can do.
Yeah, I think our offense did what they've done all year. And it's not just one of them that steps up. And I think tonight they were relentless. They made them throw a lot of pitches. They controlled their zone for the most part really well, and just passed the bat. I thought the 1 through 9, I thought they did exceptional. Yes.
You walk their leadoff hitter there, but when they walk one of your players like Gibson or whoever, it seems like the next person just steps up and makes them pay for it. I mean, it just seems like they can't walk anyone intentionally on your team without paying a price for it.
Well, I would like to think that. Definitely tonight. Well, I do feel like with our lineup, you got to pick your poison a little bit. They go around Gibb, and I think that Hannah Gimmel is an incredible hitter. And you could tell just with her first swing that she was dialed, locked in, and you just felt like a big moment was coming. And so you have to be strategic. It worked in our favor. It didn't necessarily work in theirs, and that's the game sometimes. But that was the momentum shift, is getting out of that bases loaded jam. And then I felt like we never gave it back.
Jonathan?
This is the 3rd straight game where you guys kind of managed to break through in that later portion of the game. What's it been with this lineup that allows them to kind of get that breakthrough when kind of the things are tight there in the 5th and 6th inning?
Well, I really do feel like our at-bats just progressively kept getting better. And so I do feel like with our offense, it's just a matter of time. I didn't realize this, but I think they were at 100 pitches in like the 4th inning. And that's a lot. You're seeing a lot of pitches, you're sharing that information, and you just saw our offense just have better at bats each time someone dug in. And so, like Hannah said, I mean, I would prefer it be a little sooner, but I ultimately don't care as long as it happens. And you just feel like it's going to happen with this team.
What's the message to the team tomorrow, knowing that so much is on the line if they get that win tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow is another opportunity to make a statement, and it felt like a big win tonight. And it's just the reminder that runs don't roll. We start 0-0, and it's another opportunity to make a statement. And that's it.
Coach, I would guess that emotions might have been a little bit high for Taylor coming into the game, playing against her former team. Did you talk to her before the game and, try to get her to stay within herself and not try to be more than what she was?
Yeah. I mean, we've just had little conversations throughout the week from the time they won on Sunday night. I think it started, she was bombarded with texts of like, oh my gosh, here we go. And I think for us, it was just, initially just, you okay with this? Like, you okay? What do you need? And then it's just checking in with her throughout the week. She has a great relationship with their team. With her teammates, former teammates. And so it's just, she's a competitor. And she is all in with us. So there's not a lot of refocusing. There's not a lot of bringing her down emotionally because she's a competitor and she wants to fight with her team.
Courtney, to build off kind of the answer you just gave Jonathan, but how big is this win, being the first super regional win in program history, but then also now you're just one win away from the ultimate goal, which was OKC. I know it's kind of hard to put it into perspective right now because you still have a job to do, but this one means a lot, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be 1-0 going into tomorrow, but I don't think we are getting bigger than that. We've been in the position before in the SEC where we've lost the first one and won the next two. We know what's at stake for tomorrow, and we're just going to focus on getting one more.
You knew that Texas had a lot of speed on the base path. Was there anything different that you guys did defensively from like maybe last weekend?
Not a ton. Just obviously just different shifts, different coverages that we felt like we needed to be in to defend what their offense typically does. They go in motion a lot. We felt like they were going to test Taylor and just play that short game. They have a lot of bunt in their game. We're very prepared. We know we've watched a lot of film. And so we have a really good feel for what they do. And we've practiced that all week.
This is the easy one, but did you ever get nervous? No score on the board, offense kind of going down, jams getting out of them. Were you ever nervous at all?
No, you know what? I'll be really honest. I was nervy today because it's a long time to wait. And then when we got to the field, the nerves went away for me. I have a lot of confidence in this team. And I just felt like we were in control in the game. I know they threatened. I think we would always counter how they threatened. And I just have a ton of belief in this team coming through.
As many runs tonight as you've scored in all the super regional games since you've been here combined. Is that kind of stats, the kind of things that even come to you with this offense at this point in the year?
No, you just want to win the game. It's 1-0. I'm fine with that. And I just honestly was really happy with our approach tonight. And I felt like they were just relentless. I really do feel like they were seeing it really well, putting a lot of pressure on them. And we're going to need that tomorrow too.
More questions, Coach Deifel. Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Congrats.